Does spanking your kids actually teach them discipline, or could it be doing the exact opposite? Many of us were raised to believe that a quick spank is a necessary tool for teaching right from wrong. It seems to work in the moment, stopping bad behavior in its tracks. But what if I told you that this common practice carries hidden dangers that can affect your child for years to come? In this video, we're going to dive deep into the research, uncovering why spanking often backfires and exploring practical, positive alternatives that build connection, not fear. Stick around, because these insights could completely transform your approach to parenting. Hi everyone, I'm Yorne, and welcome to Ultimate Revenge Storage. Here, we unpack the complexities of human psychology and the everyday choices that shape our lives. If you're passionate about understanding behavior and becoming a better version of yourself, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Let's start by acknowledging a common belief. I was spanked, and I turned out fine. It's a sentiment many of us share. For generations, physical discipline was seen as a straightforward way to command respect and enforce rules. And yes, in the short term, it can make a child comply. But what's really happening beneath the surface? Decades of research from organizations like the American Academy of Pediatrics paint a very different picture. Studies consistently show a strong link between physical punishment and long-term negative outcomes. Children who are spanked are more likely to exhibit increased aggression, anxiety, and even symptoms of depression later in life. Think about it from a child's perspective. When a parent, their ultimate source of safety and love, uses physical force, the message received isn't about the rule they broke. The message is that power and size are what matter most. It teaches them that hitting is an acceptable way to solve problems, a lesson they might carry into their own relationships with peers and, eventually, their own families. Instead of internalizing a moral compass and understanding why a behavior is wrong, they learn to fear the person inflicting the punishment. This fear-based obedience is fragile. It works only as long as the threat of punishment is present. It doesn't build character or self-discipline. It builds resentment and a desire to avoid getting caught. The trust and emotional connection that form the foundation of a healthy parent-child relationship can slowly start to erode. Of course, no loving parent intends to harm their child. The goal is always to guide, protect, and raise a well-behaved, respectful human being. Every parent faces moments of frustration and feels overwhelmed. In those high-stress situations, it's easy to fall back on what we know or what was done to us. The intention is to correct a behavior, but the method itself can have unintended consequences that aren't immediately visible. It's a classic case of winning the battle but losing the war. You might stop the tantrum in the grocery store, but you may have inadvertently planted a seed of fear or anger that will grow over time. The real goal of discipline isn't just to stop a bad behavior, it's to teach a better one. So, if we're taking spanking off the table, what are the alternatives? How do we discipline effectively without resorting to physical force? The good news is there are many research-backed strategies that are far more effective in the long run. Let's explore 4 powerful approaches. First up is positive reinforcement. This is all about catching your child being good. Instead of focusing all your energy on correcting mistakes, actively look for and praise positive behavior. When you see them sharing a toy, finishing their homework without being asked, or speaking kindly, acknowledge it specifically. Say something like, "I really appreciate how you helped set the table. That was so responsible of you." This positive attention is a powerful motivator. It reinforces the behaviors you want to see and makes your child feel seen and valued for their good choices, encouraging them to repeat those actions. Second, let's talk about natural and logical consequences. This approach allows children to learn from the direct results of their actions within safe limits. Of course, if a child refuses to wear their coat, they'll feel cold on the way to the car. That's a natural consequence. A logical consequence is one that you, the parent, set up and is directly related to the misbehavior. If they make a mess with their toys, the logical consequence is that they have to clean it up before they can do something else fun. This method teaches responsibility and cause and effect in a way that feels fair and logical, rather than punitive and arbitrary. Our third alternative is a game changer: time-in instead of time-out. A traditional timeout often involves sending a child away to be alone when they're emotionally overwhelmed. This can feel like abandonment and escalate their distress. A time-in, however, is about connection before correction. When your child is having a meltdown, sit with them in a quiet space. Help them calm their body and label their big feelings. You might say, "You seem really angry that we have to leave the park." It's hard to stop playing when you're having fun. Once they're calm, you can talk about the behavior and what a better choice would look like next time. This teaches emotional regulation and problem solving while strengthening your bond. Finally, the most proactive strategy of all: clear boundaries and consistent routines. Children thrive on predictability. When they know what to expect and what the rules are, there's less room for confusion and testing limits. A consistent morning routine, clear rules about screen time, and predictable consequences for breaking those rules create a sense of security. Misbehavior often stems from uncertainty or a need for control. By providing a clear, consistent structure, you prevent many discipline issues from even starting. Shifting away from spanking isn't about being a permissive parent. It's about being a more effective one. It's about choosing to discipline with connection, understanding, and a focus on long-term skill building. It requires patience and practice, but the payoff is a child who is not only well-behaved, but also emotionally intelligent, resilient, and securely attached to you. So, I'm curious to hear from you. What's one small change you could make this week to discipline with more understanding? Or, if you've already moved away from physical discipline, what strategies have worked best for your family? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Your insights could help another parent on their journey. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to Ultimate Revenge Storage for more content that helps you understand the world and yourself a little better. We'll see you in the next one.